right. Hello, 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 everybody. How you doing? Let's go. Let's go. It's a beautiful day today. Beautiful day. Turn it up. How you guys doing? Pause for a moment there. I just want to thank you for clicking that, that button to view the video. So much love and support there. Thank you for your interest and checking it out. You gotta be a beautiful, intelligent person. You must be. You have to be. I know you are. Definitely. Definitely you are. Let's go. Want a quick shout outs to my subscribers. You guys, subscribers of the channel. Appreciate you so much. If I get my words out. For the support. Long-term support. You guys are literal legends. So appreciate you guys. Thank you for not being quitters, because you're all winners. Oh yeah. Viewers, you too, you as well. Thank you for being here and watching, learning and growing on this channel. Hope I can help you out. I'm trying. We're all learning and growing, guys. There's always something new to learn. I don't care how old you are. You can't know everything, okay? Just be okay with that, all right? I love learning, I do. And right now I'm enjoying creating applications using Windows WPF, Windows Presentation Foundation. Currently the application is .NET 4.8.1, which I don't mind using. Everybody's kind of going towards .NET 8.0. I have created applications in using that framework, but I find it a little bit, like, I'm not trying to say anything bad, but I find it more buggy. Okay, you get that certain error that hasn't happened so far. These well, we're in stream 11 now. Easy to navigate. Oh, commercial. That's actually the first commercial. Shocker. Need to skip you though. Of course, that makes me lose track of what I'm talking about. Oh joy. No, there's an error that kind of comes up. I haven't mentioned which error it is. I haven't really come across it using .NET 4.8.1. I mean, yes, I have, but not lately. Not lately. I created a .NET 8.0 application and just immediately getting those errors. There is a way to kind of band-aid fix and get rid of the error, but I mean, it just comes back. So good luck, Microsoft, Visual Studio developers, in fixing that bug. I know you guys have other things to fix and repair. That's just all part of having a program. There's always, it keeps people busy anyways, having bugs or something to fix. Keeps you busy, and hey, you're getting money in the bank, right? So we're continuing .NET 4.8.1 here. Let's bring the program back up. And we are using Infraction. Thank you, Infraction, for your channel video music. I don't want to talk about music, but I changed it up. I used to play lots of different stuff, but you get serious copyrights. Went towards looking for non-copyright music. Well, still get copyrights. Not getting any strikes, still getting copyrights. Anyways, get off that tangent. Let's continue. We're here to learn. We're here to create an application. Doing this for funsies. There it is. Let's give it a quick build and run it. We're going to continue on. Awesome. Big yays on this. Liking it so far. Now, honestly, guys, like I don't really have a design or a plan or a layout. We're just adding things. We're doing whatevs here. So, plus you're learning, you know, different concepts and that, what you can do, what you know. Just yeah, let's learn how to lay out an application. Okay, so what I want to do, we're gonna continue here. We're gonna fix some XAML code. XAML. What is XAML? Do I talk about XAML? What is XAML? Okay, in case some of you don't know. Hopefully you're following this series. Da-da-da. What is XAML? Okay. Little Microsoft overview. This is XAML. Okay, XAML. This is a bit of XAML code. It's basically for the design of your UI. Okay, for your application. Alright, I'm not going to read because, you know, if you guys have been watching my series, I'm terrible at typing and I'm terrible at reading. Probably even terrible at speaking. I don't know. I could bug myself. It's okay. Alright, creating buttons, element syntax. You can add backgrounds. You know, if you've been following this series, I've been pretty much doing all this kind of little stuff anyways. Okay, I'm not going to recap on everything because that could take a half an hour, and I'm trying to keep these videos, you know, half an hour, 45 minutes. Let's go. Alright, so XAML code is for your designer, which is this. Okay, now if you want to learn how to create programs utilizing WPF, well, I recommend, you know, don't let that XAML code scare you. Okay, XAML code has an opening and closing, so if you recognize that, like this for example, window.data context. Okay, this is the opening and this is the closing, right? Just needs a start and an end and an end. The program kind of needs to know, you know, it goes line by line sort of thing, right? And it needs to know when to stop. So everything in between is kind of, you know, everything you do to make the magic happen or to create your design. Okay, I've got some Windows resources, some basic ones. But for the most part, I am attempting to create my own control templates, style templates, if you will. We got a button style, color styles, label, style now, which is working and functioning. Thank goodness for that. We have a text block style, you know, label, text blocks. It's all the same, generally speaking. And we got a text box and a toggle button style, which you're going to check out today. Yes, we're going to use the old toggle buttons. Okay, yes, let's do this. Okay, and last video, just created a class, you know, a basic class. Really doesn't have a lot, but we were making use of this I notify property change, and you kind of need it to do that so you can make the magic happen. We need this getter setter name right here. Going back to the code, wherever it is, right? We're using it right here. We're binding with it. Okay, that's the relationship between this and this. Alright, and I'll just give you a quick look at it. So if I type code in here, anything like hello, it automatically gets updated on the UI. That's the great thing about I notify property changed. Okay, it's a beautiful thing. And that's it right here. Okay, This code here you can utilize in any of your applications, okay? It's all consistent, you know, really it's all the same. Even when you type the code out, if your program's recognizing what you're typing, it'll actually fill in the rest for you, and all you have to do is hit tap, tap, tap. It's a beautiful thing. All right, let's keep going. Let's make some changes. I want to add, we're going to do some other things, but I want to add some toggle buttons, okay? I'm going to bring this stuff down, okay? But I wanted to do some little adjustments. I love how the program makes me look for everything all the time. It's amazing. Okay, I wanted to add margins right here. Just right underneath, right at the label level. Okay, just so this text box here, this text box was actually my focus box. It's just there temporary. We needed it so you could see, because when you're typing in the first text box, without this here, it's not getting updated until you click into another, you know, something else. You're kind of going from one event to another sort of thing. Okay, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I can remove it and show you again, but that's in the last video. Okay, we're not going to do that again. Check out the last video. That'd be awesome, because you know, you're awesome. All right, so I just lowered this text box. There's a hidden label in here. Now it got ghosted as soon as I went to binding this here. Okay, content binding. This is short for advantage, disadvantage, but of course I typed it wrong, but that's okay. And that is part of my class here, right? Again, that's the link right there. Okay, so here, let's just go like this again. The text box should be okay now, I hope. Let's find out. Yeah, it dropped down a little bit, but at least there's still some space. I love it. Okay, so now we're gonna make use, we wanna make use of our send and clear button. Okay, we're gonna do that as well. All right, where are we here? Dun, 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 dun. I guess I could do that first, technically speaking. Okay, let's do this. And then we're going to type some other code. So go back to here, just have a look. Right, so which box do we want to clear? This is why we give our text boxes a name. Right? Hold up. Just trying to see what I did here. I gave it an X name. I didn't give it an X name, but we need it. Okay? So I'm just going to copy and paste. So we need to give this an X name, so that we could utilize our code behind. All right, and then that's done. We don't really need to use this, but I could use it. All right, so building this binding box, I'm calling it. Yes, that's what we need. Okay, I need this name right here. Okay, this is what we want to clear. So going here, you can see I have a clear button. Okay, so if a user enters information, I want to be able to clear it as well. Okay, so we go here, right here actually. It's really easy code. It's just type clear, done. That's it. Okay, build. And then we'll just run it. And hello. Chat and viewers. Okay, and then I can clear it and it should work. There we go. Isn't that nice? That's so easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, what's next? I wanted to add some radio buttons. Okay, and then we're going to get into utilizing the send button. What's the send button do? Well, nothing special, but we're going to make it do something. Alright, here's XAML code. Now what I want to do is we're going to work inside this stack panel. So everything here is going to be stack panel. Okay? Keep going the wrong way. Keep going to the code behind. Alright, so I want stuff on top. We're going to put some radio buttons in now. Okay guys, let's make use of our toggle buttons, okay? AKA radio buttons. Alright, if you notice in Windows 11, Windows 10 probably has it as well, but it's, I guess, I don't know how to say it, but the technology is moving more towards from getting away from these style buttons, okay, which we're familiar with, to another style. And let's do those. Let's create some right now. Radio button. Okay, I'm just gonna give it some content. We're gonna call it home. If you check out, if you have Windows 10 or 11, just type settings in your search bar. We're gonna create a search bar too, I think, for fun. I think we should. And then type settings, okay, and then you'll notice these radio buttons, okay, style equals, okay, always curly brackets for static binding, static resource, to, oh look at that, it's right there, it even knows what I want. Resource key equals that. So again, oh, we better close this. That's why it's arguing. We're self-closing it. That's how you self-close. Okay? When you want a stack panel and you want stuff in between or within, the, let's say, the layers of your stack panel, that's why you have two lines. Okay? Because you're putting stuff in between. We're not really sandwiching anything in between a radio button. We're just one-lining it. Okay, and to close it off, you just do that. Simple / Pac-Man angle bracket going to the left. Pac-Man angle bracket, yes. Let's roll with it. Okay, we're gonna create two more. I want these on top, okay? And we're gonna call this, I don't know, I'm just gonna call it system. Really, I could eventually change it so that we could use it to link other forms or Windows accounts, okay? It's gonna use the same style. So going back, if you set up your resource dictionary, right, and everything's set up properly here in your app.xaml, you're gonna have to follow the series and see how that's done, okay? I'm not gonna apologize, but I'm not gonna go over it again, okay? Time is money when you're making no money and eating bologna and egg sandwiches. Life is good. Okay, so it knows, right? If you're set up properly, it knows what you want, right? There's menu button theme. That's why it was in the pull down. Okay? If you're getting the pull down when you're typing your code here, like the drop list or the hints via IntelliSense, you got things right. You're doing good. Okay? Obviously, squiggly lines are not good to have either. Control-Shift-S. Let's give it a quick build. We should have some buttons now. we can look at our design, just to have a quick look, and there they are. Beautiful. Okay, let's run it. There we go. See? They're nice. They're kind of accented within your whole form nicely. As soon as you hover over it, you know, I could press it. I should give it some, you know, action when I press it, but it, you know, proper actions are happening. Background's changing as I press it, which is nice. Okay, we're not making these do anything, but generally speaking, these are the kind of buttons you want down here. Okay, versus this style, right? I don't mind them either way. Okay, that's how you do that. But again, if you need, I don't really have these on GitHub. I mean, if there's interest and you guys are putting in comments that you want access to my resource styles, I'm willing to share them. So far I'm sharing all the colors. I have a short version and a long version. I do have a GitHub. It is on my main page. Just look for the socials. It's on the main page, like 6 links or something it says, and my GitHub link is there. Okay, check it out. That'd be awesome. If you know, I'm you know, in this for all intents and purposes, I'm gonna help save you a lot of time, right? Because I've already done spent the time, you know, making $0 and eating bologna and egg sandwiches, which aren't too bad. Egg and bologna sandwiches, they're actually kind of good. But you know, time is money. But I'm going to help you guys out, especially those of you viewers that are here stopping by and spending your time watching and learning, okay? Because I do appreciate you. Seriously, I do. Some of you viewers that are watching, you're the reason why I'm keeping going with this. I was just going to kind of end it at, you know, how to set up your layout, show you how to do resource dictionaries. Not really wasn't planning on this being a how to, you know, make a button, you know, but it kind of went that way. My layout and design here is just random. We can add some more rows, bring this down more. You can do kind of anything. Maybe I could have something like this, just a bit of space. My file buttons here could be a little bit narrower, you know, little things. Again, like I said in the last video, if you need, like, when you build your design, you want to do it in layers, okay? So what I mean is, like, here's my row 0, okay? It's all inside of a grid, okay? I have a main stack panel, which is here, okay? Everything in my design is all in a stack panel. Okay, so you kind of go between grid and stack panel, but down here is the end of my main stack panel. Okay, and we have a border around it. I mean, it's not really doing much. It's transparent. Don't really need it, to be honest, but it's there. You have the option, right? And then, yeah, so row 0, I put comments so I know where I'm at. Grid row 1. Okay, everything starts at 0. Row 0, column 0. Okay, and then we have grid row 2, which is just an accent line, I call it. And then we have the main client area or window. And we're essentially working within this row 3. A lot of everything's happening in here. Up here, I kind of thinking of planning on creating like another XAML design. I think it's user control, it's called. And then instead of putting buttons here via my XAML code here, I could actually create a user control and then have that placed in right here instead. But one step at a time. Okay, and then again, this is my main, this is grid row 3, and then we got everything inside grid row 3. So I got a column 1, column 2, kind of trying to keep it organized. I have to actually tell it which column to be in. And again, row 4 is an accent line, right, which is right here. And then we got our footer. And that shouldn't say buttons, that should say footer. Excuse me. Let's see if I can find that. We'll fix up my little errors. It's all minor stuff. Little things. Da, da, da. There we go. Footer, and it's 5. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's done. Let's add in, well, I think next time I'm gonna try to make use of these. Maybe we'll add another window, right? I know this says home, but you could kind of have everything, all the action happen within your main window. It'll swap between instead of having, like, there's a couple of ways of doing it. You could have windows pop out, a second window pop out in front of your main, and then you'll see your main in the background. Or you could have buttons like this where everything, it just switches within the same window that you have up, right? Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. You can kind of design it how you want. It's your design, right, guys, gals? You can lay it out however you want. I'm just doing this randomly. All right, so we got our clear done. I'm just gonna close these. We don't really need it, but this is important here when you want to have the GUI updated. When you're doing stuff, when the application's running in runtime, right? Okay, I was gonna look at this. So we still have our send. Okay, what are we doing there? Let's see. Okay, back to here. We are working. We're gonna work in the same area here, I guess. This is the focus one, and this is the text box that has binding. Okay, and the clear button. This one doesn't really do anything right now. It's just there because, like I said, prior to having this update source trigger equals property change, it was on default. It doesn't, I needed this extra text box so that as soon as I clicked out of this, and this will not do anything. Like, you could type in it, right? But it won't update the label, right? Without this line here is key. Same thing with having your observable object. Okay, that's key as well. It's kind of all part of MMmmmm. Okay, guys. And what else? I know I'm kind of going on a tangent here, but it's okay. Close. And the focus box was there so that as soon as I stopped typing out of here and clicked in this second text box, then the label in the GUI got updated. That's all. That was before having this line, okay? Without it, it would be default. which means it only updates as soon as you click out of it and focus on another object, in a sense. Okay, I hope that helps. You know, didn't mean to go on a tangent, but you know, these little things are kind of important to understand. I don't understand it 100%. You know, I won't lie. You know, I want to learn more about the concept and how things kind of work in the background myself. So just generally speaking here, yeah, just generally speaking here. Okay, enough of that. I better carry on. We got that down. So we're going to create another text box. I think I should have it below, yeah, below all that. So we're going to put it below. Okay, right here. We're just going to put it underneath. So what I'm doing is placing more right here below. Okay. So let's add a label. And I'm going to give it an X name. Okay. X name is the link for everything. You use it in your code behind. Okay, it needs it. Without it, it's kind of useless. It's just there. It's just an image on your screen, you know? Okay, so there will be a label, and it'll show up because we don't have anything binding to it. I like the fact that my label here went invisible. I kind of like that. So there it is. It says name. So we have a label right there. Okay. Again, a lot of people like working with a vertical. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm not working that way. I just like to see my code better. Maybe visually you want to see kind of what's happening. But I'll switch in between, you know, every once in a while so you guys can see. Plus I run it as well. So you do get to visually see what's happening as well, okay? I'm a big picture kind of guy, you know? Now, hold up. I gotta fix up the typo here. Okay, there we go. We're gonna add a text box. And it's going to have an X name as well. And that X name is going to be text box underscore user name. Okay, that's kind of like the key. It's similar to using the key. X key, X name, all the same. Text wrapping. Somewhere down here. There you are. And we're going to wrap. In case the user, you know, gets crazy with what he types, he or she types. Okay? And then we're going to add another label. And it's going to have an X name as well. And that is going to be label user name. Okay? We're just going to do something else for fun. In the content, because we want something on the screen, so we're still going to have it say welcome. I have to add content. If I don't, which is fine, if I go back to my label in resource dictionary, it would this is the content it would put out. Okay, so again, anything that's in your resource library, if you add information to your label or your text box or whatever, it'll override whatever's in here. Okay, but it will utilize what you don't. Okay, hope that makes sense. Let me fix my typo here. Okay, and that's it. Label, so we'll have a look. So essentially, press the wrong, there we go. Shift is if you hold shift, you can zoom back and forth, left and right, holding shift. And I'm using the mouse button, sorry to do that too much. And then if you hold control, you can zoom in and out. Okay. So there we go. This is just a label that says name. A user can't enter anything there. That's what text boxes are for, right? And then this is a label that actually we're going to be doing, you know, we're not really binding to it, but we're going to make it return a value. Okay. So right now this welcome is just kind of a filler in a sense, but you'll see. All right, fit all. And now let's do some code behind. Okay. So we're going to make use of the send button now. What did I just do? I have an error somewhere. Oh, right there. See, I hit Control S and see, Control Home Shift S. Okay, we're fine now. It was just a little minor thing. Okay, we're gonna make use of the send button now. Okay, even though maybe it should be over here, but that's okay. We can change it up anytime. Okay, back to our code behind. Okay, we have our click event or our void method for our button. Okay, so what we need first is we need an empty string. Okay, basically a private, it's actually public. Whenever I think of creating variables, usually I think of them as private, but that's okay. Where am I typing, Batman? Okay, whoa. Seen my commercial show up in the background, so it kind of messed with me. Thought I was typing something wrong or typing somewhere else. Okay, public string, user's name. Okay, and that's going to equal string empty. Okay, I guess I could have did that. Let me just type it again. Watch, string empty. It's right there. Okay, tab. And always end with a semicolon when you're doing C# or C++ coding. All right, so inside our button click event, we are going to use this variable, user's name. No, we're not making a string empty here. We already did that program. It's going to equal, okay, our text box, right? So I want to show you, so I will jump back and forth because we got to make the magic happen. We have to link it up. Okay, so anything in our text box. Okay, so we're using the key or X name in our code behind, and it's going to equal .text. Program knew what I wanted to do. Okay, and then we're just going to add in a message box return. Nothing special. Okay, that's a method. Built-in internal method. Find devs created for us because they're awesome. Save us from having to do it. And we're going to use, what's the, I can't even think of the term right now. Welcome. Interpolation, string interpolation. There we go. String interpolation. Welcome. And then here we are going to use our variable user's name. Okay, it's good. That's returning. Okay, in this sense, we're linking it to our text box, but it's gonna pop up on in a message box. To be honest, let's see. Let's just see what happens. Okay, watch. Label username welcome. Okay, you notice I put a label here. It says welcome. All right, we can actually link to that. So let's just see if we can do that as well. But let's do it this way first. Okay, and then I could add more information. I could even have, because That's not the only thing a message box will do. We could give it a title. We could give the message box a title. Call it, I don't know, a login screen. Maybe they're logging into a system, for example. Okay, message button equals okay. That's fine, we'll use that. And then the last thing, message box image. We don't need a yes, no, but we could do that. Image dot information. Okay, there we go. All right, you can have more than one parameter inside this show method. All right, that's quite awesome, to be honest. Okay, let's run it. Let's test it out. Okay, of course this should still work. Hello, chat and viewers. Works great. Clearing. Okay, so now name. So actually, you know what? I want to do something better. Okay, it's not clear enough. Let's go back to here. We want to fix our code here a little bit. For content, right? Enter your name. So it's more clear to the user, right? Enter your name. Okay. That's the GUI just updating in the background, that's all. Okay, Johnny. And then we're gonna send it. We're making use of our send button now. There we go. It's just a message box, dialog box, pop-up. Nothing special. But it works. Welcome, Johnny. Okay, let's see. Now, we should be able to bind to it. See if I could actually do this. So instead of binding to a message box or sending through a message box, maybe we could bind through this label. Let's see if we could send it through the label. I know I did that with Windows Forms, so maybe you could do the same thing. So label, hopefully I'm not, let's see. Username equals, I think this might work. No, user label dot, label dot. Just thinking about this right now. Content equals username. Let's see if that works. Okay, just gonna build. Let's have a look. I'm hoping that's the right way to do it. Okay, and then send it. No, it still came through this. Whoa, hold up. Am I working in the wrong spot? Click me. I messed with the click me. Silly me. Okay. Not typing where I'm supposed to be typing. Okay, we don't want to do this. I don't want it coming up through a message box. I want to see if it'll come up through the label. I know you can bind it over here, but let's just see. Okay, I'm going to comment this out and go like this. Now I think it needs to be content. I don't think that's correct. Yeah. So it'll tell me, hey, what are you doing, right? Text input, the data context. No, that's not it. So I had content earlier. Should have thought about this a little bit. Content. Yeah, can't to string. didn't work either. There we go. Because string is a method. Okay, label username to string. Username, so whatever's entered. We'll see if this works. Okay, build. And just cross my fingers. Send. And nothing, right? So that's incorrect. What am I doing? I know there's a way. Let's see.
Design,
we should actually
develop,
do it.
Scale, repeat. Wix.
I hate kind of giving myself more problems. I could do all the hard stuff easier, but the simple stuff I mess up. What's up with that? Okay. Username equals, but we needed to return through the, I wonder if it should be content dot toString. Okay. Go like this. Oh, where's my music? Oh, I paused the commercial. That's what I did. Okay, there we go. Okay, go like this. If I don't get this now, guys, I'll just grind through it, and then, yeah, I'll figure it out. Okay, there's got to be a way to do it, right? I'm doing something. It's a lot easier to just bind over here. Okay, got to bind over here, right? So I'll figure it out. I'll get that done in for the next stream. I'm not gonna bother with this right now. Sometimes I have to spend a little time figure it out. That's okay. All right. You guys are awesome. Wherever you are, whoever you are, appreciate you watching. We'll get that figured out for next stream because I know I'm gonna get it. I'll get it, guys. So have patience. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Whoever you are, wherever you are, have an awesome day. Appreciate your time that you spent watching. Subscribers, viewers, you're all legends. Don't forget that. Appreciate you guys, gals. For now, Johnny's saying peace out. See you guys in the next video. Take care.